Hi, Diego here. I'm talking about my essay I wrote. So, alright, to begin with, oh wait, let me fix this camera. Let me just hold it like this. So, I wrote about Nala Hopkins and Skinfolk, of course, because we had to write about that, but, picked the story Glass Bottle Trick because, honestly, colorism in there. I had to talk about it. I had to also, just talk about why this story and why my understanding of black speculative fiction can help us ultimately imagine a future for Africana people, and not just them, but my people too, because they got a lot of colorism in my community. Picked it because of that, colorism. I picked I think it's ethnogothic because of the ending scene in that story. I think it matches that because there's not a lot of futurism in that, and pretty much I selected this story because at first it was about at first the story was really about really just thought it was about like this woman going through it and stuff. And once we got to those certain scenes where like Beatrice and Sammy are together, makes sense to bring up colorism because that was an extreme case. And I think personally that this black speculative fiction story could help people in the future and can help us imagine a future where this is gone. So yeah, and I think personally it was a good choice to do that because it's an issue that affects us to today. And using fiction to write about this can help us imagine a future where we address this issue because there's so many people infighting within their own people groups that this just stems from the past, like for example, light skinned black people and light skins were preferred, and the dark skinned people were just left out to their own devices. They were lower in standing. Same with, honestly, the same thing happens in Mexican culture because it's a leftover from the imperial eras. Like you don't see a lot of dark skinned people in Mexican TV. It's mostly white people, and even I think in Spanish language is more racialized because we have words that have double meanings that can be used as derogative terms. And a lot of those derogative terms are just used normally. And I think I picked this short story because this is perfect to talk about this issue and then talk about how this can help imagine a future where this issue has been addressed. Because if you want to end racism, like the quote I put about Magneto saying that for society to accept you, you have to accept yourself first. And I think that's a good thing, good thing to look at. And quite frankly, yeah. And then like in one of the articles I read, I think it's by Bell, spoke about how in colleges people would talk about write about how like a lot of the black people going to the schools were mixed with white, and how people of darker complexion were left out. And that happened everywhere, this racialized system. But yeah, this is pretty much it, right? Ending notes are pretty much that I hope that these stories, and I imagine these stories will help address these issues, because this is something that's really talked about. We talk about racism this, racism that, but we never address the actual problem that comes with racism too. That's pretty much it. So, yeah.